The party that never ends is coming to an end, and that means that it is time for the February 2023 update, which is the Dragon Strikes Back. And you're going to have your normal maintenance times on January 30th. There is a lot to unpack. It's a 5-week update. It's the first one, major update of the year. And here is the shorter cliff notes. Going to have a Lunar New Year content. Azure Lane Wave 4 is going to make its appearance. Gryphon of the Baltic Campaign. Pan-Asian cruisers are going to be in early access. Italian legendary cruiser Napoli as a Bureau project. Ranked and Brawls seasons, 5 in total, are going to be in this campaign. Enhanced service record, that'll be pretty interesting. A lot of people have been looking for enhanced service records. Epic modernizations, that should be interesting, and more as per usual. But there is an access code here, which I will have a link to down below. So you're going to get 4 camouflages and the common container with this redeemer code. Next is Lunar New Year. The rabbit has arrived. Welcome the symbol of the new year with an array of themed content, which is a new port, Pan-Asian Premium Destroyer Northern Dragon, the Celestial Guardian Commander guys with a unique roaring voiceover, and a revamped crate, also containing from the previous year's celebrations. All right, themed skins for Pan-Asian ships also will be waiting for you. And keep an eye on our socials for themed flags and patches. You'll probably see a lot of information about that on various sources. All right, now we're on to the Pan-Asian cruisers in early access, and the new tech tree branch arrives within the early access framework. With this update, the following list of 4 ships wielding deep water torpedoes as usual for the Pan-Asians, and a smoke generator and a torpedo reload booster. The latter for higher tiers only, so that's probably tiers 6 and 7 for sure. And they will be obtainable through regular and big crates. Tier 4 Chungking, Tier 5 Ramat, Tier 6 Chemphan, and the Tier 7 Harbin. And the Tier 8 will be available at the next update, no doubt. Yeah, it's got a lock here on this screenshot of the new cruiser line for the Pan-Asians. With the guarantee system in place for Pan-Asian cruiser big crates, you can find the exact drop rates down at this link here. Each ship comes with a personal mission. A dedicated commander, Chen Shaoquan, will also be making his debut alongside the new branch. More on him later. The Tier 8 Zhengzhong will become available and crown the branch with the arrival of the first spring update on March 6th, meaning the line is going to be researchable. So if you don't get any of these ships in early access, you can get them essentially for free during the next update when you normally research these cruisers. But if you get a ship in early access, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, next up is the campaign, the Gryphon of the Baltic Campaign, and it is the German battleship Pommern. Get her with an active Admiralty backing after completing 100 milestones of the 5-week campaign. There will be the usual catch-up mechanic, and the battle prowess missions will be there for a little extra renown. And I think you'll be able to, bottom line there is you'll be able to get a little extra steel that you wouldn't normally get if you just ran through the campaign and finished all those 5-week missions. The battle prowess lets you advance a few more of those milestones to end the campaign a little bit early. Pommern brings to the table powerful secondary armament. A lot of German battleships do have that really good secondary armament, so it'll be pretty interesting to check this out. Mighty armor-piercing shells and a solid HP pool to tank incoming damage with. All that makes her a solid choice to take into battle even with the wide variety of current roster of high-tier German battleships. And let's take a look at the campaign prizes, which you can acquire with or without Admiralty Backing. So without Admiralty Backing, you'll get 40 common boosters, 18 hunter camos, 6 air dragon camos, 6 fire dragon camos, 350,000 research points for those bureau projects, 225,000 commander XP, 225,000 credits, 2,000 global XP, 16 promotion orders and insignia, commendation, 7 days premium account, 2 Pan-Asian cruiser crates, 1 Pan-Asian cruiser big crate, a German commander crate, a background patch, a symbol patch, and a personal mission. Value of the rewards without Admiralty Backing is 15,000 doubloons. That's around $60. And the rewards you can get with Admiralty Backing at 2,500 doubloons or $10 is an additional 40 rare boosters, 30 hunter camos, 12 air dragon camos, 12 fire dragon camos, 1,400,000 research points for those bureau projects, and 175,000 commander XP, 2,400,000 credits, 25,500 global XP, 19 promotion orders, 4 insignias, 3 commendations, $3 worth of doubloons, 3 Lunar New Year 23 crates, 8 Pan-Asian cruiser crates, 2 Pan-Asian cruiser big crates, a commemorative flag, and 1 Admiralty Backing special weekly mission regarding renown, and of course the Tier 8 Premium battleship Pommern. And the value of the rewards with Admiralty Backing is 73,860 doubloons. That's over $280, probably $300 is what they're figuring there. All right, next up is the Azur Lane Wave 4, and it's the latest edition in the collaboration of Azur Lane, and it will arrive on February 6th. It includes as many as 5 new commanders: New Jersey, Neptune, Rune, Shapiev, and St. Louis. And I don't really know what any of these commanders do at this point. We'll probably have a video looking at their qualities once these commanders come out. Aside the commanders, there are 2 new ships, 3 new skins, and a new crate. Make sure to check out the dedicated article to find out all the details. All right. Next is the Napoli Bureau project for the legendary cruiser Napoli, and it's the first Italian legendary Bureau project, the ultimate reward of the corresponding free Bureau project. This ship is a true menace, and it has semi-armor piercing secondaries and high speed and good concealment and an exhaust smoke generator. So that's pretty normal for the Italians. It'd be interesting to check that out. And then we have the new service record pages here, and yeah, this looks different. And they're happy to say that the new stat pages in the service record are finally live. You'll be able to browse your overall stats and check it for different game modes. The patch menu has also been optimized for better navigation. As for the specific ship statistics, please expect those in the near future. I think a lot of people are looking for the ship specifics. Next up is the new ships of the update and more. It's the Pan-Asian Tier 7 destroyer Northern Dragon, not to be confused with the Southern and Eastern Dragons. This ship is a unique beast. She brings to the fray a solid HP pool, rapid reload and range on her guns, and decent torpedo and AA armament. Northern Dragon will be available in the store from February 1 through March 6th. All right, the Pan-Asian commander Chen Shaoquan is a dedicated commander for the Pan-Asian cruisers, and yeah, he's reinforcing the branch with his arrival. Base trait reduces incoming damage while your cruiser is within a smoke screen, and his unique skill improves cruiser concealment while also increasing torpedo range You can obtain Chen Shaoquan in the store for 900,000 Commander XP or as a drop from Commander crates, including Pan-Asian ones. So I think if you wait for a weekly boost to open that Commander crate during the weekly boost, if you have all the other historical commanders already, this guy may go ahead and drop. Okay. So yeah, base trait incoming damage to shells, torpedoes, and bombs from your cruiser while it's inside a smoke screen. And so, okay, so when you're visible, when the red team closes in on your smoke screen and you're firing and you become visible, you will take less damage, or if someone is blind firing you or just get lucky from a long distance, you'll take less damage. So that's kind of interesting. So we'll be checking it out. Okay, next up is a new map, and it's been added for Tier 6 to Legendary, and it's Riposte. Features an array of islands that divide the map vertically and offers a range of tactical options for different ship types. Be interesting to check that. Next up is Ranked and Brawls. There's going to be 5 of them, and there will be barely any days on which you can't engage in competitive seasons while this update is live. Expect the details as usual in our dedicated article, which will arrive shortly before the first season of Ranked Battle starts on February 1. Importantly, Brawl credit and experience earnings have been reduced by 20% on average, and that is because in the last Brawl, people were, I think, grinding for big-time credits there. So there you go. As Brawls provide the single best points per minute rate in the game, often incomparable to other modes. Finally, Brawl will also be available on mobile. And yeah, with that last Brawl, once you got the Dunkirk going with the 1.2 second reload, and you can complete the match and earn 2,000 XP within 90 seconds, like I was able to do. And then one video I posted, you do get a big time amount of credits there. So, all right, I guess they're closing the loophole on that. It's kind of what it seems like. Miscellaneous is next with the epic modernizations, and they differ from the common ones by their distribution. You can obtain them through missions that will pop up in your campaign and mission tab automatically, and stats as well. Any epic modernizations you earn during this update will be yours to keep, but we will see this as the beginning of an extended test. So be prepared for their stats to change and possibly drastically in the future. These modernizations introduce an active component to how the mods work, improving your stats for particular actions on the battlefield, allowing to stack the bonuses 5 times until the battle ends. Modernizations include any bonuses provided by the regular versions. Special bonuses of epic mods only work in standard battles and versus AI modes. And the mods are, first one is for cruisers and destroyers. Gunfire Control System Mod 2. Main battery range is improved by 2% per every 50 shell hits. And then the next one is U.S. Navy battleships and the Artillery Plotting Room mod. Dispersion of main battery is improved by 2% for every 2 Citadel hits. Wow, that's kind of interesting. And the next one is for higher tier cruisers and battleships. Main battery mod 3. Main battery reload time is improved by 2% for every 50 shell hits. And then the next is for the battleship. Secondary battery mod 3. Secondary battery reload time is improved by 5% for every 50 secondary shell hits. That won't take too long on some of those German battleships. Next is for destroyers in general and torpedo launchers mod 3. Torpedo reload time is improved by 2% per every 3 torpedo hits. All right, the last point is kind of a note, disclaimer possibly. Unmounting these mods costs 250 doubloons, which is $1, and the normal cost is 25 doubloons or 10 cents. So it's kind of a significant cost here to unmount these mods once you've paid for them and installed them. Selling them, though, nets you 2,500,000 credits. So I guess it'd be interesting to see what the cost is, because that kind of seems close to the cost of those mods in the first place. So it could be like 3 million silver credits. So, okay, that's interesting. And actually, since you earn the mods during the campaign, maybe you don't pay for them at all and they will just be there. I guess we'll just have to see how everything plays out and what the reality actually is. And alongside the introduction of epic modernizations, we're also doing a balancing pass on some 4th slot modernizations. This is intended to help accommodate the new epic mods and change the popularity of some of these mods. And here are the changes. Gunfire Control System Mod 2 is changed from a 10% increase in range, and that's what I really like about that mod, but it has been changed to a 5% range increase with a 3% dispersion improvement. So you're losing a little bit of range, but you're getting more accuracy. And that is only for cruisers and destroyers, it says right here. And then the artillery plotting room, which is pretty popular on the U.S. Navy battleships. It's been slightly decreased from an 11% dispersion buff. So when you apply this artillery plotting room, you do get a dispersion buff. And that has been nerfed from 11% down to 10%. So it's been slightly nerfed by 1%. Then the main battery mod 3 has been nerfed from a 12% buff rate of fire with a 13% nerf to the main battery traverse speed. So here you get a quicker reload, but you're traversing a little bit slower. And that has been changed from a 12% buff in the rate of fire. So that's been nerfed actually to only a 10% buff to the rate of fire with a 15% nerf of the main battery traverse speed. So you're getting a lower reload and a slower main battery traverse. So the whole main battery mod 3 looks like it has been nerfed. The next item is multiple ships that suffered from hindered shooting abilities due to turret elevation at particular turn angles had those shoot angles improved. And those ships are the Mackinson, Zeiten, Prinz Heinrich, Prinz Rupert, Ibuki, and Ibuki B. And the last thing here is the bug fixes. Added rotation to Cleveland's radar, Xbox Series X with HDR and RT on at 4K resolutions, which sometimes flicker. Okay, I guess that's been fixed. Rare cases of players staying flagged as non-crossplay after leaving a division with a different player with crossplay disabled. Rare cases of black stripe on the horizon import with a low-level account. Reduce the potential for weird physics when ships collide with terrain. Yeah, I think I saw a picture where a ship was embedded in the terrain. Okay. Mobile instances where the picture became oversaturated with brightness. All right, well, that's it. Embrace the power of the dragon and turn the tide. All right, well, that is quite an update right there. Let me know what you think down below. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.